Thank you for having me.
You come to the end of your term as a Prime Minister in Ethiopia, and AGRA comes knocking. And I believe there must have been many other institutions that were knocking on your door saying, come and provide that leadership in the work that we're doing. And we had this conversation when you came to AGRA not too long ago. Why AGRA?
And actually, I have a common vision with that of AGRA. When I was in second year of my undergraduate class, I opted to go for engineering and for irrigation engineering and water and hydraulic engineering, simply because the history of my country is that Ethiopia has been synonymous to famine and drought. And people do not understand the other face of Ethiopia, that Ethiopia has huge 12 river basins where we haven't used our water resources properly. And Ethiopia is a beautiful country and it's diverse. There are some drought-prone areas, but the majority of Ethiopia is high productive area. So then I said to myself, what was the problem? The problem was we were not bringing together know-how, technologies to the farming community. That was the main problem. And we are not using our water resources properly. So I said, I have to do something about it. And I was reading about the Green Revolution in India and the Green Revolution in China, because both countries, if you see their history, they were famine-stricken countries.
Ethiopia is probably one of the few countries on the continent where an agricultural transformation is happening. And thankfully for your leadership and for the time in the office, farmers have improved their income. There's food on literally every table in Ethiopia. They have access to markets. Tell us a little more about Ethiopia.
We encountered in 2016 a drought which has not been seen the last 60 years. And we managed it without any deaths. You remember that? So I think it's possible if we dedicate ourselves to bring about technologies, improved seeds, fertilizer, and if we understand our soil type, and if we give them agronomic trainings and mindset change, then obviously we can achieve this goal.
As you talk about a uniquely African Green Revolution, echoing the words of the late Kofi Annan, where do you see AGRA contributing most as we continue supporting countries to, in a sense, with you on the board with other leaders on the continent, help other countries learn from Ethiopia, learn from what's happening in countries that are achieving it?
First of all, I believe that each and every country has to own its own strategy and policy towards a uniquely African Green Revolution. Luckily, we have a comprehensive African Agricultural Development Program, CADIP, which all the leaders of Africa has agreed upon in Malabo. So AGRA is placed and is best situated in a way that can help these countries to fill this gap. And I believe AGRA is a revolutionary and catalytic organization if we can focus on smart agriculture. When I mean smart, both technologically smart and also climate smart. And we can focus on small-scale irrigated agriculture. We can double our productivity easily because it's a low-hanging fruit. And for example, if you see the global average in wheat production, now it has reached to 120 quintals per hectare. But in Africa, it's only 25 quintals per hectare. So we have huge gap to fill. And that capacity gap exists in many countries, and we have to fill that gap. If we don't address this deficit, then obviously the revolution cannot happen. And I want to serve in AGRA because it matches to my vision to see a uniquely African green revolution within the coming 10 to 15 years.